NERDSoul. Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today we got a cool episode of On Screen. Keep it nice, fun, and light for you. Just have a good time because we've got a couple of things that have been on my mind, so I figured slow it down on the trailer reviews because there's been so many at the beginning of this year. But now we've got to slow down for a second and get into some more just regular on-screen talk, what's going out in them streets. And first up, you guys have been sending it to me like crazy, mentioning me in it like crazy. You want to know how I feel? So here it is. Recently, Marvel put out, that's right, the Infinity War first look, I guess, behind the scenes trailer, or not trailer, but more like featurette, if you will. And the only problem I have with it is that it's actually not really a first look because we really don't see any footage whatsoever, but we are introduced to the video by Tony Stark, by Spider-Man, and by Star-Lord, which I think is pretty cool because you're showing the different parts of the Marvel Universe coming together on the first day of filming this massive project, which they're going to be filming for like a whole year. So there's going to be a lot of moving parts in this, and the cool thing is that we get to see a little bit of production art. We get to see a lot of like the old tying in clips from the videos that have preceded this moment, and also a nice little, monologue from Kevin Feige, kind of just talking about how we got here, what to expect, things to be looking forward to, and of course, our big bad in Thanos. All of this together really isn't. I know you guys probably wanted me to go crazy over this, and I do think it's a good thing. I'm glad that we're getting this video, and I'm glad that in most cases, this wouldn't be important or as, I guess, groundbreaking if it wasn't such an event film. But since it is, we're gonna cover it, we're gonna talk about it, and it's kind of cool that production is starting. It's not really a story, but it's sad in a way because there's another company that can't seem to get anything together at all. And on the real, Marvel is just chugging along with business as usual, just putting out, solid content. And I think what this video outlines most is not that, that the production is starting, but it's really outlining that Marvel has a very solid plan in place of what they want to do and the plans that they have for their characters. So I'll have to say, on the real, Marvel, kudos. I'm glad you guys know what you guys are doing. I'm glad your plan is working well for you. And I'm glad for the most part, the content that you bring has been solid, A-game material. And I just hope that maybe this will put the fire under someone else's behind to get their plans together. And if they can't get their plans together, hopefully we can get a little more light and a little more information on what Valiant is doing with Sony. But anyway, of course, I like the video. You guys should check it out. It's about 3.5 minutes. You don't really learn too much about what's coming in Infinity War, but it's just nice to know that things are on the way. So anyway, next up, we're gonna talk a quick second about Sleepy Hollow. Now, as you guys know, I've live tweeted the episode, the premiere when it first came out. I also talked about, Sleepy Hollow extensively in the after show on AfterBuzz TV with my man Stephen Lemieux. And Sleepy Hollow has been a show that had a very, very strong following, a very strong first season. Season 2 and 3 had some very, very polarizing issues, and now season 4 they have created a new show in a way, in a slight reboot to the format, to the way they do things. And I have to say that Sleepy Hollow, though it stumbled like a mug when it first started this season, but season 4 is actually starting to get good. If you're not tuning in, if you're an old Sleepy Hollow fan and you haven't watched the show because of being angry over things that were, very, very visible problems in the last 2 seasons, I'd say you might want to come back and check this season out. It's going to be a short season. It's only 13 episodes this season. But I tell you to skip the first 3 episodes and start at episode 4. I think episode 4 is, I don't think you'll really lose too much watching episode 4, because of course they always do like the previously on Sleepy Hollow kind of segment at the beginning of each episode. Also, there's ways to read up about it without watching 3 hours of content that I don't really think is up to snuff. Now, since episode 4, it's really picked up and gotten solid. We've gotten some solid episodes, 4, 5, and 6. In my opinion, have been enjoyable. Are we back to the old school Sleepy Hollow? No. Will we ever be able to? No. But I do think this show has gotten much better from where it started from in season 4, and I think that it's a show that I can now recommend. So if I were you and you were interested in Sleepy Hollow back in the day and you were weary about coming back, I'd say try out episode 4 of season 4. See how you feel, because season 1, 2, and 3 are tough. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are kind of tough to get through, but I think it picks up in episode 4 and 5, and of course now 6 have showed a lot of promise. So if you're one of those fans that have been sticking around wondering what you're going to do, don't give up faith, and don't give up hope just yet. Might be worth it. We'll see where where this season ends with the last episode, of course. But anyway, we're going to go on and move on. So next up, and on the last but not least tip, we're going to talk about Lego Batman, Lego franchise, the Lego animation movies, and the Warner Animation Group. This weekend that just passed, Lego Batman came out and was well received. Crazy, press. People are loving the film. They're saying that it's great. It's touching. It's maybe the best Batman theatrical film that's ever been released. And it's really turning the tide on just the perception of Lego and the franchise that they're starting to build. Of course, since they have NINJAGO on the way. Now, you guys have already heard me talk about NINJAGO on the thumbnails episode this week. But what I wanted to talk about is what this might do for the world of animation that we have here, at least in Hollywood. See, we have Disney and we have Pixar, and that has usually been the big names in animation, and pretty much the only names in animation for a very long time. And much recently, we've seen Illumination stepping their game up with like Despicable Me, with Secret Life of Pets, with Minions and stuff like that. And now it seems like the Warner Animation Group with the Lego Movie, which was a big hit, with Storks, which was a solid, okay family Netflix hit. And now with Batman, that seems to really be pushing people over the edge for loving this franchise. And what I think this might do is broaden our, competition and make Pixar and Disney step their game up even more. Even bring Illumination's game up. I think for a while we've had a lull in animation because you just had Disney and Pixar pretty much running the game. And I think what this means for our animation crew as a whole is that we're gonna be able to see different types of animation. Of course, it's all 3D, of course, but they do their stuff differently. Like Disney looks a little bit different from Pixar, but they match well. But Warner Brothers does Warner Animation Group does theirs much differently, and so is Illumination. I think this is a good thing for animation. I think it's a very, very good thing, especially when you have smaller players like a studios making amazing content like Kubo. I think this could really, really round out the entertainment for animation as a whole. I think it also might give us a chance to get some more diverse stories told in, like Pixar is doing pretty much every time they step up to bat, besides something like Cars. So, of course, this is something that's been on my mind, so I want you guys to jump down in the comments. Let me know what you think about what this big move by Warner Animation Group is going to end up doing and creating for the, I guess, animation world that we live in. And do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think that maybe another player could come in and actually start pumping out some dope content too? So anyway, before I bounce, you know I got to tell y'all to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. Check out all the videos that I have going on, from the oldest to the newest, latest, the greatest, AfterBuzz, Popcorn Talk Network, all of that stuff. Then don't forget to hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for the playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, and subscribe for your kid. And don't forget that, of course, sharing is how I show people that you like what you're feeling. And what you're watching is what you want to see more of. And please, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up for a player. I mean, I really have to reiterate, hit that thumbs up. Now, of course, don't forget to jump down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about all these topics. And LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. Before I bounce, I got to say, be good to each other and yourselves. Peace.